It's the Patriots and the Steelers coming up next.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
So here come the Patriots to take over on offense.
They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver? A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
2nd and 10.
They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now Jones. And right side, Henry's got it. Oh, a solid stiff arm and some open field. Just the first quarter of tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember...
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
First carry for Najee Harris.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. A look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. 11 carries, 54 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, he's the number 2 runner in the league, and you just know the offensive line wants to get him to number 1 because most of the good ball carriers, they take care of their linemen. Could be a gold watch in their future if he becomes a leading rusher.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Matthew Judon in there to take him down. So they tried to get him out of the pocket, but that just flat out did not work to their advantage.
Yeah, it seemed to me that he thought maybe he could run around the pressure, but he just kept putting himself in a worse and worse situation at some point.
This is caught inside the 15. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Davante Adams. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers have taken a first quarter lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 7-0. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Pulls it in at the 13. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
So back onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive.
4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team? They want to be consistent in their play. Not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
Harris. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On second down, this is Harris. Broke through some contacts, but unable to reach the 40. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first. And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Throwing, Jones. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Stevenson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Ouch. Could have been a game-tying touchdown. They'll have to hold on that at least for now.
Ouch in a big way. Like ripping the Band-Aid off there. Can they let the sting subside and come back and get it done?
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Chase Young drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up fourth down. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Out comes Davante Adams in the offense for their next drive. Creeping up on 1,000, could get there on this drive. So a challenge for him to do that, but also defensively, maybe a challenge for them to not allow that.
And that means probably kicking even more coverages to his side. And what that really means is wherever he lines up, you will have a cornerback over in his area. Now instead of blitzing your linebacker, drop him into coverage. Instead of the safety dropping into regular coverage, that safety moves into that area to try and discourage the quarterback from going to him. That means everyone else, win your routes. You got an opportunity to catch passes now too.
Yeah, a little bit of a cat and mouse game. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On play action, they'll throw. They'll roll him out right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. On the give, this is Harris. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And I tell you from our broadcast booth, because we're pretty close to the 50, we had the best view, a bird's-eye view of that throw, and it was an absolute thing of beauty to watch. Never ceases to amaze me, the arm strength of these guys.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's third down. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. He'll drop to throw. Steps away. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm. Relax a little bit. and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. In on the stop, DeMonte Casey. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They're going to look to throw. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Davante Adams with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these 2 teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup.
And pass to Henry is intercepted. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. Boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Boswell good with the extra point. And a rout is on here in this first half. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here comes Mac Jones and the rest of the Patriot offense. He's completed 4 passes so far in this game. The issue is 2 of them have been to the guys in the wrong colored jersey.
So I'd say there's a little bit of clouded vision, right? Sometimes he sees clearly, sometimes he doesn't. I know on the sideline they'll be going over things and talk about what the coverages are and what they're seeing. So you used to look at the snapshots, now you look at the Microsoft Surface Pro. He's got to analyze what he's seeing and be more accurate with the ball.
On 2nd and 7, Jones. It's brought in by Harris. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. Well, he can certainly be a big asset in this passing game. He proves it right there. He makes the catch out of the backfield, and then off he goes.
Yeah, this is what we mean when we talk about flipping the field, having your offense look at going a long way to a short way after he makes a play. His ability to do that, evident. Able to make the catch there, keep his momentum going, and just continue downfield.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the catch on the next-gen stats. They'll try and run with Harris. And he's going to be shoved back short of the goal line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The Steeler defense proving its mettle here. And now this is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Harris. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. As the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. The kick by Crosby is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. Looking deep for Adams. And it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set to return, here's Raheem Mostert. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Come on, baby. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now a give to Mostert running right. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Well, Raheem Mostert, remember, he established himself as a special teams guy before becoming a good runner, and he's never been one to back away from contact as he's able to run through would-be tacklers there on his way downfield. Now a play fake here on first down. Looking deep for Adams. And this one is incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking deep for Adams. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Davante Adams, 30 yards. And the Steelers offense, they continue to pour it on.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And they're just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there, and sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
They'll start the drive with Harris. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On 2nd down now, it's Harris. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there, but how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. It's a 40-yard punt, but they lose yardage on the return. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Second down at 7. They'll run again with Harris. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
They're going for it. This is Harris. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the 1st down conversion. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the broken tackle. There to stop him, Jawan Bentley. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. And Mike Tomlin going to roll up the sleeves here and say, let's go for it on 4th. They run with Mostert off the option. And he gets this one across midfield for the 1st down to the 46. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit, being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
New England's offense set to go. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Jones' throw taken in by Bourne.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Looking to throw. Jones. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 18 more yards there and another first down. Here's Jones on first down. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. But I think the Patriots are going to hang on to the football. They do. They get it back.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw taken in by Pascal.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. New England on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Back to throw. Jones. This one to Bourne, and he's got it. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Crosby with the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Marching back onto the field now, Davante Adams and company getting set to go. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but... And he's got it! What a catch on the sideline. An explosive 38-yard pickup. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. And quickly, they get to the line. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Throws this one right side to Pascal. And he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.